Okay, we're live. We just finished.
The last episode of the live action of One Piece.
Yes.
My head is numb, but like in a good way.
Okay, yeah. Well, okay, yeah. Well, we could also talk about the previous episodes before the last episode. Like, leading up to it, like the last episode. What were your thoughts on the episodes after the first?
the episode, I don't know why the way you said it was funny, but I mean, it was good. I liked it. It was really easy for me to watch because I'm really bad at watching shows like consistently, but it was really easy to watch it like episode by episode. For this one, I didn't have to like pause in the middle of it or like come back to it later, that kind of thing.
Yeah. There's just a couple instances where like I'm glad that they kind of went like out of wow, this would not happen, you know, like this is like anime manga things, things that are happening, like when the leg eating thing was a thing with Zev.
Oh yeah,
I was like, I'm so glad that they did this because it's stupid, but like in the anime manga it's stupid, but you know, like, I mean, it's expected.
People do that though, like people who get stranded
cut off their own leg and eat it.
If people can be led to cannibalism in real life,
that's true, I guess.
Then, you know, I mean, he's not gonna eat Sanji.
That's true. I was like, this caught me off guard because I was like,
oh yeah,
wow.
that's not something you expect, definitely. Yeah. But I don't know, what's it for me, and I mentioned this to a friend. So as I like kept mentioning, like I read One Piece, I don't watch it, but like even reading it, I'm like very behind, and I've been very behind because I don't really feel super motivated to go and read it consistently. Like I'll go and read it, but it's not like I need the next chapter now kind of thing. And I still don't feel that, don't get me wrong, but like watching the live action is like motivating me to go back to it and read it again, because I stopped reading it like 2 months ago, and then the time that I spent reading it this year, prior to that, I hadn't read it in like 3 years. So
a lot of things missed.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm glad I watched it.
Did you cry on the episodes after the first one?
I didn't cry in any of the episodes.
Yeah, same. Yeah. Me neither.
I've cried while reading the manga.
Yeah, same. When I was reading the manga, I cried immediately at Nami's arc. So I was like a little surprised, but like they did have emotional like beats in this, but I was like, I just wasn't like the Zeph and Sanji like relationship. I was like, this is kind of weird, but okay, I'm gonna go with it. Like,
oh, really? I thought I was like touching. Like I didn't cry, but like I'm like, oh, I feel.
First of all, how did they get off that rock?
A ship came by.
It did?
Yeah.
Like they showed the ship coming by? I don't think so.
In the show, I don't think so. In the manga, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. And then my question was like, why a random restaurant in the sea?
Because that's what he wants to do.
Yeah. I mean, there's like a lot of things that I was just like, okay, that really? I guess they just did it. It makes perfect sense
to me. I'm like, he's a pirate and he loves to cook. So he's
Zeph did not like to cook. Sanji was the one who wanted to cook.
Zeph's a cook.
I thought he was a pirate captain.
He was literally.
Oh yeah. He was
captain of the cook pirate.
Yeah.
He literally carries like a little string of
apron or whatever.
Yeah, a seasoning, and you know loves oregano. And Sanji thinks that's for savages or whatever. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, it makes perfect sense to me. He's a retired pirate and he loves to cook, so he'll have a restaurant.
It was interesting the way they had to change the live action so that all the crew would be there, but like condense everything. You know?
Or like meeting all the crew members?
Yeah. Because I was not emotionally like that touched with Zoro's backstory. Is that his backstory in the manga? Or is it different? Because I was like, that's
it's similar enough.
Oh, okay.
Like his childhood best friend was, I believe, the daughter of his mentor.
Master?
Master. So yeah, that part is true. I don't remember him being in like. It was a school, like you know, his master's
like master,
teaching,
the like kids, a dojo.
But it wasn't, it wasn't like a official like we're gonna sit in a circle, like,
well, you know, meditate or whatever.
Yeah, it wasn't like that, but I mean,
okay,
it's not so far off from the source material, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay,
but yeah, I mean, the way that this is set up, it's very like each episode you're gonna meet a new team member. Yeah. But, like in the manga, it's like each arc you're gonna meet a new team member. So it's like
they would not be able to do that in live action. People would fall off so quick if they did that.
It's very, very condensed. That's for sure.
But it's good. I don't know.
I'm very excited for the next season. Who knows when that's coming out? But
yeah,
I'm really excited to meet Chopper. Partly because I love
given how we've seen the fishmen are represented. People are like, oh, excuse me, you gonna go there?
Was the whole plot point of how they're not animals,
the fishmen. But like in terms of like character design, animals are integrated into human anthropomorphic things.
Yeah.
How do you think Chopper's gonna look? Do you think he'll just look like?
I want them to go the Pikachu route. The live action Pikachu route. That's what I want them to do.
Oh, you think they will though?
I hope so.
Because what are they gonna do with Usopp? I mean, no, not Usopp. The skeleton dude.
Brook?
Yeah.
Brook's a literal skeleton. It's fine. He can be a skeleton.
Yep, I know, but like, they're gonna CG an entire skeleton entire episodes.
If they can CG Avatar.
Yeah, but this is different. This is Netflix, bro. Like, I don't know about...
They have so much money put into this. And, Avatar, it's a lot of money. That's, like, every single character has to be CG'd. Like, to that
everything
extent.
Was CG.
It would just be Brooks, like, the one character. Because it's one thing, because, like, Brooks is a skeleton, and he looks like a skeleton, right?
Yeah,
Chopper is supposed to be...
an animal.
Like, a deer humanoid thing, but then he's still cute. So they have to,
make him look cute. But what if it ends up being like, like the Jungle Book Netflix? Have you seen the Jungle?
I haven't seen that.
Oh my god, it's so scared. Uncanny.
Oh my god, wait, I don't know if I want to see it.
No, it's not bad. It's just like, what is this? It's not as bad as Cats.
Okay, but Cats is his own.
Like.
That's not terrible.
Like, how is that not terrible, bro?
Okay.
The black tiger.
If you don't look at the eyes, it's okay.
It's so bad.
But the eyes are what makes it terrible. Like, they put human eyes on that. Oh, don't zoom in.
I just hope it's not like this bad.
No, it just needs to go the Pikachu route. That's all I'm saying.
Oh God. I just keep going through more and more photos.
Even look like an animal.
Exactly. So I was like, I'm not sure. Hopefully they do it right.
Yeah.
Because, we didn't really see like a full 100% like the spectrum of degree that how much of an animal Chopper is compared to like Arlong and the fish people.
Yeah. But even Arlong, it's very, very like prosthetics based.
Yeah.
So, which is something I appreciate.
I just don't know how they're gonna do it with Chopper.
Look. Pikachu. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know.
That's my hope.
They're just gonna dedicate an entire team to just animating and CGing Chopper.
I mean, they got the money. Each episode apparently has a bigger budget than Game of Thrones.
Wait, really?
Apparently, look it up.
You're joking.
I said apparently. Let's look it up.
Oh no, I'm not gonna look it up.
Okay, but that's the word out there.
If that is correct, and I'm surprised because I just didn't think it would cost that much. I feel like Game of Thrones, in terms of set design and even just costuming, would take so much more compared to the casual dresses that they have in One Piece.
Even if it's casual, that's still a costume designer.
I know, but like it's not as intense, I feel like.
Yeah, that's true.
So, let's hope that the next season is good, because
whenever it comes
or
out.
they actually make it and just don't be like, oh.
I mean, contractional. I think they're signed on to do to a certain point, but I don't know what the number is.
Netflix does like to cancel seasons for whatever reason. Whatever they're.
I think a lot of people would be mad though. You can say that about every show.
Yeah.
One Piece already. Okay, see, a lot of people get mad about it because they're fans of the show. One Piece already has pre-existing fans.
But then it's not like they live or die by the live action.
No.
They have other materials to go off of. The actual manga itself.
But like it's been getting a lot of positive reviews, so it's not like people are going to be cheering if it gets canceled.
Yeah. I did also, when they were doing the shooting for Zoro's defeat, you could clearly tell they were trying to implement like anime scenes, like anime cuts or like stylized, but it just wasn't hitting, sadly.
A lot of the dialogue in this is super cheesy, and I think that's like I can't
like you can't blame it. It's anime. It's half the shit in anime is all cheesy.
Really cheesy.
I just don't know. It just doesn't translate in live action. But when you watch it in anime, it's like, yeah, this tracks.
Okay, but see, for me, a lot of Garp's scenes and lines are super cheesy.
Who's Garp?
Luffy's grandfather,
okay.
The vice admiral.
There you go. Yeah, you gotta explain it to me like that. I don't remember names.
But Kobe.
Oh yeah. Okay. The big glasses. the big hair. Glasses. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Pink hair. Kobe seemed a lot less cheesy to me.
Yeah.
Like Kobe could have been super cheesy. Could have been, but
because isn't he like the crybaby character kind of?
Actually, to be honest, not really.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
well, also to be fair, in the manga, he's very like he's introduced in the beginning as like
a wimpy boy.
Yeah, like the cabin boy for Alvida, but and then we don't see him.
Oh, really?
Like, a hot second, and then he grows up a little, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm like the whatever ranking in the Marines now, Luffy. And then we meet him again. He's like, oh yeah, I'm a captain now. So
I just think it's cool how at the end scene when the wanted poster gets like thrown around everywhere to all the different people, everyone was just like proud of him.
Everyone's so proud of him.
It's kind of fitting that like Luffy's grandfather trained him in a way that Luffy didn't even know he was being trained, but now he's gonna train the next person who's gonna be going up against Luffy, which is supposedly Kobe. Potentially. Yeah.
I don't think Kobe's ever gonna actually go against.
Yeah, I know, but he's like training him to be in that direction. Because the way
he's
the
training
live
him
action,
to be a Marine.
Yeah, the way Kobe said it, and said, I want to be able to be a man
strong
worthy
enough
that goes against Luffy.
Yeah, but
I feel like that's his goal. He was asking him
to
state what his goal was, and that was his goal.
Good luck with that, Kobe.
Yeah, but like I feel like that's kind of cool. Like the two people, the captain and the first mate going against, and he's training them. I feel that was so kind of poetic, really. Be like, I've trained my son, now I'll train you. Not my son, but like grandson or whatever this supposedly he is. I don't know. I'm still kind of sad that they did not show the ending theme was not the opening theme of the anime. It's not like it's like completely out of realm that they couldn't do.
It's not completely out of realm.
Isn't the song also in English?
I mean, I don't think it matters whether it's in English or Japanese. I think copyright is the problem.
Yeah, that's true, I guess.
Because at that point, it's not like it's owned by.
It's owned by a music production like company.
Yeah, you'd have to.
You couldn't give them
the anime
for one episode. You couldn't give it to. Come on, whoever is that music company or production, you couldn't give them the rights.
Production company.
You couldn't.
Money. It's all the money. It's all about money.
It would have been so cool.
I mean, I kind of like that it's not part of it. Though,
why?
To make it distinct from each other.
I know, but also at the same time, it's One Piece. Like, you couldn't just be like, okay, but One Piece... here, let's please all the fans.
Okay, but see, the song that you're like, oh, it's like classic. I'm like, you can say that about any of the songs from the first, like, 10 seasons. They're all classic because they've been around for so long.
I'm just going to say the classic, ultimate classic. The first opening.
The ultimate classic. Like, the number one.
No, because even in... Actually, was it Crunchyroll, which isn't really related to like One Piece, I guess, in general, but like they did a celebration anniversary with the song, and like each frame was a second of one episode of each. And I was like, I feel like if they were able to dedicate that one song for the anniversary, it must mean something.
It's money. Money runs the world, and money runs these companies.
That's true. God damn you all. You couldn't just be nerdy and be like, yeah, let's do this. It'd be so cool.
I mean, they were nerdy enough to make this.
No, they were nerdy. They wanted money. Like you said. God damn.
Money.
I also like how they kind of just randomly change clothes in each episode. Do you realize that?
Yeah. I mean,
I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. They just change clothes.
Yeah, they have a lot of outfits.
Yeah.
They except Luffy.
But
he has
somehow
2 outfits.
he always ends up wearing, because Luffy wear a couple different outfits, but
he's got 2 outfits.
Yeah, he would always end up wearing the red vest on like the iconic scenes.
That's what he's comfortable in, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, and Sanji always wears his suit.
His suit, yeah.
I think Nami having different outfits makes sense to me, because in the manga she's like a little bit more like girlier. So.
Yeah.
But Zoro having so many different outfits caught me off guard.
I was like, you look good in all of them, but like it didn't. You were not wearing this before, and now in this episode you are.
Mr. Bounty Hunter, and like I guess disguises. I don't know.
Yeah. Does he break his swords in the manga?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. As long as he doesn't break the one that his friend.
Yeah, he has
was given to him.
He has essentially the 3 swords he has currently in the manga. Are like given along to him like during his
journeys.
Yeah,
okay.
So,
you'll see it.
Out with the old and with the new.
It's alright.
I don't know if they're gonna show that in the live action though, or if they do, it wouldn't be for like a really long time.
You know, I'm also the thing that they did with the Straw Hat Tsunami. I'm glad they copied it off of the manga, where he like when she's crying in episode 7.
That's like an iconic scene though. You wouldn't even like copied it from the manga. You have to pull it from the manga.
Because I was like, this is right. Like it wasn't. I don't think it was executed well. But I was like, I'm glad that they included
like
it.
The whole like her asking for help.
Yeah.
Like to Luffy.
That was
like,
that was when I cried in Nami's arc. Yeah. I was like. That scene where she like turns her head and she's like, "Help me!" and it's like the straw hat like covers half of her face. I think that panel from the manga was like forever, like just seared into
your mind.
Yeah. I was like, "Oh my god!"
That's so funny. I didn't cry at that one, but I cried at Robin's.
Oh, I didn't get to Robin's part, so that's probably
get there.
I think I've seen that in A&B's. Is that the one where she's at like a balcony? And
she's screaming like, "I want to live!"
Yeah, he's like, "Say it right now! I need to hear it from your mouth." Yeah. No, I've seen that in A&B's. That's like the emotional moment of Robin's arc. You gotta have the resolve to say it. I won't save you.
I read Robin's arc while waiting for my car to get fixed.
Were you crying?
I was crying. I was crying at the car place.
And did they think it was because your car is getting fixed?
I'm like sitting in the corner, but I'm like tearing up. But when I cry, it's my friend likes to make fun of me, like, Jen, you cry silently. So I'm just like trembling in the corner with like tears like flowing down my face, and I'm like.
Like I just received some terrible news.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, that nothing tops that crying at a car place.
Crying is like she must be going through it. She's going through some things. Her life must be so terrible. No, I get that, because sometimes I'll read it in public too, and I'm like, oh, it's an emotional part. I gotta stop reading here. I'm gonna start crying.
No, after that, I stopped reading in public because I'm like, I will break out into tears. It's not good. But yeah.
Any last closing thoughts?
I don't want to say this is like super amazing, but it was very entertaining. I highly recommend. I think it's good to even just like have it in the background.
Yeah. I think that's kind of what I was doing when I was watching the episodes, because you don't really need. It's not that like dialogue heavy where you need to follow every single line or you'll miss like a crucial part of the story or anything.
But, like I do recommend watching it. I think it's fun, and I understand why people are like, this is the gateway to the manga. I don't disagree with that sentiment, but like the manga is very long, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Like to the people that won't dedicate how many months or years of their lives to
if you're consistent months, if you're not consistent years,
there's no way. So I think it's good for like the just this is what anime could be.
Anime live action could be.
Props to that. All right, I don't know what our next episode will be about, but
it'll be a year from now.
It will be a year from now. It'll be when season 2 comes out.
Oh wow. 2 years from now.
Okay.
All right, thanks for stopping by.
Oh, goodbye.